But like, I also want to add, like, I also want to contribute to
Adding
that
is different than
relationship.
equal.
Okay, well then contribute.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Like,
That's
I also,
actually
I
a
don't
lot
want you
better.
to just do everything. I want to be able to do some stuff too.
Yeah, there's like a lot of balance that you can
Yeah.
find, right? Which is with what a lot of women can actually bring to the table, kind of going to that point, is being that emotional, spiritual support, right? And
Exactly.
being nurturing
the
and
best
all
way to
that. Like
contribute.
that's absolutely. Man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
wanna
Being
be
the
able-
best mother to our kids. Like
Yes.
Right there.
yeah.
Like,
So-
I want to be able to rub your back and be like, it's gonna be fine, babe. You're gonna be able
Yeah.
to do it. We're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
Like, we're
That's
gonna
right.
find a way.
That's
you
right.
know?
And
So
to add to that, like from my past experience, right, I feel like the last relationship they kind of like stopped contributing as well, and I get it, you know, I kind of lost myself, but at the same time, when your man loses themselves, they're in that dark place alone in their own mind, because it's a scary place. Being a man and you're alone in your mind, it's a scary fucking place. You don't have anybody to vent to. Nobody fucking gives it. Nobody gives a damn,
Yeah,
right?
that's
You go to your homeboy, the mommy's
I
like,
know.
yeah,
It's like the
yeah, they fucking they make jokes about it, right?
Literally, I said in the chat earlier, I was like, it was just a thing I seen. He was like, I told my homeboy I got a lot going on. He gave me a scoop and pre-workout and said, handle it. And it's like, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. I
Exactly.
got shit going
We
on
want
too.
someone who's gonna be like, babe, nah, look,
It's
I got
okay.
you.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, not,
exactly.
maybe not that
Like,
aggressive.
Not
but
that
yeah.
aggressive, but hey, that's just the way, like, if I'm like, right? But like, it's gonna rub your back, like, nah, baby, I got you. You know, like,
Yeah.
like not make you feel emasculine, but give you that motivation, right?
That
Because at the end of the day,
motivation.
we want that motivation.
Exactly.
We kind of picture ourselves like in the Rome Coliseum, and you know, our family are the fans, right? So that's the best way to contribute. Just, you know, contribute to your man's mental health, contribute to, you know, his ideas, support his fundamentals. If his boys come over, right, don't hang with the boys, but at least like
Yeah,
get in the
that's
kitchen, bring
another
out the
thing.
food, right? Like show the boys, show his
Yeah.
boys that
Yeah, damn,
you're
you gotta-
exactly.
you
Hey,
gotta
there you
go
go.
women.
Woman
Yeah,
right here,
make
take
the
care of
boys
her.
go back to their
Yeah.
wives and be like, man, babe, like what's wrong with you? Like exactly, be the talk of the
Yeah.
town, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in a good way, in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how you add value to your man.
That's right.
All right, let's see what's going on here. So Marco, it comes down to values, bro. There's lots of women that go to church and are the biggest hoes, man. So that ain't true values, man. More than where you meet someone. At the end of the day, everyone wants a certain type of person, but then again, are you guys willing to change your ways to attract that person, because you have to be what you want to attract? A man should never tell a woman that what to do if you feel you have someone good and worth it. You know what you need to do. It's all I have to say.
Yep.
if
And
you
that kind of
want
goes
to
back to
anyone
like
else.
you were saying a little bit of, if you met a guy and he was like, look, babe, we're working out, whatever, y'all just talking, and he tells you, hey, I kind of don't like that you work out at the club or whatever, right? That, well, let's just say the conversation ends there. The actions after that, you already know he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So now he doesn't need to keep reiterating it to you. Hey, I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's
It's just
right.
like you take the initiative. Hey, he doesn't like that. All right, give me a month or so, and I'm gonna find the new job, apply for that one, and I'm gonna get out of there. And when I get it and I get that job, I'm gonna let him know, hey, babe, I left the club. I'm working over here. That enough is gonna let him be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start taking her more serious, because I didn't even have to tell her more than 2 or 3 times, and she's already taking the initiative. Hey, I need to make the adjustment so I can keep him around.
Yeah.
And already,
And that is so
subconscious and-
sexy, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
When you can start doing
That's
that,
when
it's
it
like,
comes down
damn.
to a woman being submissive to your man. Like, listen to him, because at the end of the day, that can go a long way. You know, like you're saying, like, okay, you don't want me to go work at the club. I'll stop working next week, because you know you kind of give it a little notice.
Yeah,
or
that's why I say
whatever.
give it like a month. or
But
something.
yeah, so after that, it's like, hey, you know what, babe? I can't find a job. I have a little bit of bills. Can you just like help out a little bit? Once I find this job, we're back on the road. Like, we're back on track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you also, that's when it comes down to you having to like have your partner as your backbone también. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just cutes and love and date and sex. It's
Yeah.
also you having to being able to like depend on them, like not just financially, but like in other ways too.
No, like supportively of the ideas. It goes back, like
Yeah.
for example, in one of my relationships, I was like, man, you know what? Like, you were a cosmetologist, right? You went to cosmetology school, or you went to veterinary school, right? Like, why don't you just go back to school? I'm making pretty good money. You know, you're at the house, and rather than just staying at the house, getting depressed and taking care of the kids, like I'd rather you apply those skills, right? Open up your own business, open up, you know, or like if you like cosmetology, you like doing nails and you know all these little things.
Yes.
I don't mind, but that's why I'm doing it.